Hello, everybody, and welcome back to BrokeN Boys. This is episode
249, right?
249.
Right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was one of the 4, 5, or 6. I was thinking, I don't know. But it's episode 249, and I'm Colin.
And I'm Mike.
And this week, it's that special time of year again where us music people who are still stuck on Spotify get their year-end recaps, as they call it, wraps over there.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna go through that, but we also got some other exciting things that happened this week, and we'll get to all that. But first, how was your week?
To be completely honest, I did so much this week that I just didn't even have time to edit my notes for the past 7 days. So I'm trying to think of. I'm pretty sure there's like not really anything significant that much that happened this week aside from what we just got back from, which we will talk about, I'm assuming. But been sailing a lot this week, continuing in RuneScape
Right.
to sail the, it's not 7 seas, they got a lot of seas there. But I think I'm level 80 sailing right now. And I finished my collection log for sailing, or not the collection log, the there's like a thing where you just like research a bunch of stuff around in the waters or whatever, and you get XP for it. And you know, that's done that. Been there,
Yeah.
done that. And yeah. Hold on. Can you talk again just for a second, real quick?
I'm talking. I'm
You are
talking.
talking. Okay, I'm just gonna turn you up slightly. I'm just realizing now I skipped over our adjusting our audio levels.
Oh
I
yeah.
think you should be fine though. You just seem a little quieter. But
Sorry, I'll yell and scream into my microphone so you can
yeah.
hear me clearly.
Yes, yeah, I would love that. But but yeah, just sailing around, do my Barracuda trials and stuff. Which everyone knows what that
Do,
means.
do you
Um
have your ship yet?
I do have my ship. I've had I forgetting the name of it again.
Oh,
What one
I
of
was gonna
them,
ask.
my big ship, which I'm not. It's not my main ship right now. My big ship is I think it's called like the Proud Diver or something like that, which I don't even know what
Yeah,
that means. And
yeah.
then I want to say it's like, I think my main boat is like Omniscient Beast or something like that.
Ooh,
Which,
all right, okay.
yeah. Or maybe I'm making it sound cooler because I'm forgetting exactly what it is. But
It's not as good as White Power, but
no, it doesn't quite. It's still so wild to me. Um, but yeah, ran around in that, spending a lot of money, in-game money
Hmm.
on it. For reference, my cash stack was like 140 mil or something like that.
Ooh,
And now after doing my most recent upgrades, it's at like 80 or 96 mil or something like that. I
yeah.
put a lot of gold pieces, a lot of gold coins into that, into my boat. But
Mm.
you know, it's pretty fun, I guess. Um, but it's also good for like listening to albums and stuff. I got a good. There
Mhm.
was one day this week where I really didn't really do too much, but I did sail and listen to like 6 or 7 albums. No joke. Jesus Christ.
Uh, uh.
Um, I listened to a lot of albums in a row, uh, which helped for my catching up before we do our stuff, our stuff and things that's happening. I guess happy December to everyone.
Yeah,
Um,
seriously. Oh, wrap up.
Yes, I was gonna say we also should do. I remember that right now. I remembered it actually during our last pod because theoretically we probably should have done it then. But
Mm.
I was like, I didn't want to hold you and Max's anniversary any longer, so I was like, I'll just we'll hold on to it. So yes, we should also do our monthly roundup. But yeah. But anyways, yeah, it gave me a chance to listen to a bunch of albums and such. Played some Civ this week too. Nothing like no huge world politics going on there, I guess. Um, yeah. Uh, that I mean, it sounds kind of sad, but really that's kind of about it. There's not really too much to update. Working on some music stuff, but all I can say about it is that I worked on it. And oh, I guess we did some Fortnite sessions this week.
Yeah.
And I got to meet Garrison a little bit.
Hmm.
Got to talk with him. New Fortnite season is pretty okay so far. Not It has some good guns and such. The map is just kind of fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, about it for that. Um, and yeah, and then we did our little Christmas get together, which we will talk about. But
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, I really don't have much else to say except for that. I did listen to one thing. The most reviewed thing this week was album by Miles. Um, and
Oh.
if you know Miles. He is kind of, well, no, very much like a meme rapper. There's a lot of funny clips out there about him rapping about Martin Luther King and stuff. And I think he has one about Rosa Parks too. I don't know, but it's it's very meme like music, and I will say it's like produced pretty well, and like it has a consistent vision or whatever. But like it is funny at points as well. But in terms of like an album, I'm not gonna be returning to it. So but I did listen to it. That's something I listened to this week. Um, so yeah.
Very nice.
How about you, Colin? How was your week? I hope you have some more things to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, week was all right. Anniversary was good. Just
Mm-hmm.
made some steak. It was pretty yummy.
Yes,
Um, and then went into work on Saturday. Um, and as well as we also got some nice snow on Saturday.
that's right.
It
Yeah.
was yeah, it was blowing in hard. It was blowing in all day long,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the slowest shift I've ever fucking had in my life.
Oh man.
On top of it being the last like full day of Thanksgiving break for college kids, it was also like I said, a snowstorm. So, you know, I was there for 7 hours, and I think we maybe got 70 cars that entire
Oh
time.
my god.
It could even been like it was oh slow, and and people got to leave early, super early. People were just like leaving the entire time we were there.
Mm.
And we were like, oh cool, maybe we'll get to go home early. I can't wait. But with it being Thanksgiving break, that means that the only people that were really there were Hispanic uh, kitchen
Yeah.
workers who can't really take orders or
Right.
be anywhere else but the kitchen because their English not so good.
Mm.
So we had to stay our entire shifts, but more money for us. But God, was that boring? I was in the hole for a lot of it, and I watched a lot of Scrubs that day.
The show?
So yes, I was just back
Okay.
there watching Scrubs.
Yeah.
And it was good. I love that show, so I got some good time with that. But
Yeah.
otherwise, boy oh boy, not great. And then Sunday was worse because we had the same amount of people, but everyone was coming back, so we were absolutely slammed
Mm.
all day, which ruled. It was great. Um, Yeah, not fun.
Yeah.
Um, but and then I forget what happened Monday. I don't think it was nearly as bad, but I was excited for the fact that I'm usually always there for when big promotional things happen, like the McRib is coming back, or the Minecraft meal is starting, or
Hmm.
just this big, everyone's going to be in line because they want to get the special thing and yada yada yada. And every time I'm there, every time something big happens, I'm there. But this time, I don't work Tuesdays anymore, and they usually start then. So I was like, oh, thank God in heaven. I don't have to be here for when the Grinch meal begins.
The crunch meal.
Um, yes, the new adult Happy Meal is the Grinch meal, and it comes with
Mm,
um, socks, um,
wow.
and Grinch salt, which is just dill pickle flavored
Oh
seasoning that
wait,
you
I
can
did
put
see
on your
that. I did see that.
fries.
It's
Yeah,
dill pickle flavored, you said?
yeah,
Interesting.
and I haven't tried it, and I haven't heard what anybody thinks of it, but
Yeah.
it's there.
Mm-hmm.
And Tuesday I went by, we hung out with Garrison, and we drove past it on the way back and back to the apartment, and it was like, oh, thank God I'm not there. Won't be as
Yeah.
bad tomorrow. First day is always the worst. Um, come in on Wednesday, and uh, lo and behold, they couldn't start it on Tuesday because our system was down.
Mm.
So they couldn't activate it in the system, and which means nobody could get it yesterday on Tuesday, which means everyone was coming in on Wednesday
Wow.
when I was working. So,
They waited just for you.
yeah, God in heaven smote me
Yeah.
for being a non-believer, I
Mm-hmm.
guess, and you know, he looked down and laughed at me all day because after what was probably a half hour where our system was down again, uh, they came after that, it was nonstop all day. The line was
Awesome.
always out to the street. There was not a single moment where there weren't people in my head to going, Grinch meal, Grinch meal, Grinch meal. Can I get the Grinch meal? And I was in the kitchen for a little bit of it. I came out of the kitchen and I went up front, and I kid you not, every fucking order was Grinch meal or Happy Meal, because on top of the Grinch meal, the Happy Meal is the 70th anniversary of Disneyland. So there's these little
Oh.
collectible Disney figures,
Oh God.
which means all the Disney adults are coming
Yeah.
in, and all the kids are getting their Disney Happy Meals while their parents are getting the Grinch meal, or all the college kids, oh, I want the Grinch meal, the Grinch meal. Oh, let me get me socks. And it was just, oh my God, not good.
Yeah.
No good. Um, and I wanted to to jump off of the Grinch's mountaintop because oh wow, not good.
You were turning into the
Um,
Grinch.
yeah, yeah.
Wow, is that
Yeah,
Jim
no,
Carrey
not
on the other end of this line?
good. um, yeah, you're an idiot.
Yeah, something
But
like
yeah,
that.
not good, not good, not good, not good. Wednesday was bad.
Hmm.
But Thursday came around and wasn't as bad. Like I said, the first day is always the worst. Everyone comes in for it. There were still obviously a bunch of people these fucking things,
Uh-huh.
but not as bad. Um, but for the third time in 3 days, the system went down like half an hour before it was supposed to be off, and it was peaceful. We got to turn people away. Hey, our system's not working, can't take orders, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And I was I was hoping it would just last until we were off, and I was like, oh my God, crossing my fingers. But 5:40 rolls around 20 minutes before, and we're like, we're back up. Our manager's like, we're back up, if we can take orders again. I was like, no, no, no. I
Yeah.
went, no, I hate this place. um um but Thursday wasn't like, it wasn't nearly as bad. It was just, yeah.
Hmm.
um but I've been without Ricky at work for well over a week
Oh
now
no.
because he took a week off for Thanksgiving starting last Wednesday because his sister was in town, and also he went up to um, Ashley's family in Antioch on the way to
Ah.
um, yeah, like I mentioned, this week they drove us, but eh, they went up to Antioch and Ash's family, knowing that Ash's um, siblings kids had hand foot mouth disease,
Oh.
and they were like, well, as long as we don't touch kids, we don't they don't spit in our mouths,
Yeah.
it should be fine, we shouldn't get it. It's adults aren't as likely to get it.
Uh-huh.
um and after they got back, there was no mention of it. They were just hanging out with Ash's sister, who was up from Texas, and they were, having a good time. And then come Wednesday or Tuesday, they message into the Discord server, and they're like, "Yeah, so we got sores all over in our mouths,"
Oh no.
and I was like, "Ew, that's not good. You got hand foot mouth disease." Um, so they've been dealing with that since Tuesday at least, and he hasn't been able to work, and Ash works at a big vehicle distribution plant around here,
Yeah.
who if you don't have PTO or 6 days sick days, then if even if you have a doctor's note, you get written up for not going in.
Right.
um so the one day that she couldn't get herself to go in because felt her face was swollen and was just in pain. She
Mm-hmm.
got to write up for that.
Oh my god.
um yeah, and she's like, you know what, if they want me to go in and give everyone hand foot mouth disease, then so be it.
Yeah.
So when she has to go in on Monday, yeah, if it's not like cleared up by then, good luck.
Right.
um but apparently the one that they have is like a new strain that hits adults
Oh.
harder.
Is that the same
um
strain that Max had like last year or
that
whatever?
that that's that's what we can assume. Like,
Yeah.
no, the doctors didn't want to say it was hand foot mouth disease for Max, so it's just like, um so it's just basically a guess or like an assumption that she had hand foot
Mm-hmm.
mouth disease in the first place, but we can assume that it was, and if it was, then she was patient zero because
Yeah. Yeah.
but that's been fun for them. um but otherwise, uh Fortnite sessions, like you were saying,
Mm-hmm.
hopped on with Erica, Mike, and Garrison. Had some good times, other than the fact that it's been crashing my computer for some
Yeah.
reason.
I forgot
uh,
about that. Yeah.
Not the whole computer, but just Fortnite, just like in the middle of a match, will just decide like, oh, I'm crashing, buddy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. um
I think you're a little more angry than that.
a little bit. um but I've grown since then,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Grown and changed as a person.
exactly. Those are fun times. I like playing games with friends, and
Me
it's
too.
good. And I like the season so far. I like the Kill Bill
Mm-hmm.
skins, and Marty McFly's super sick.
Mm-hmm.
Got a sexy lion in there.
Sure do.
Um, mm. But I like the new mechanics they added, like the Ryu vans being drivable,
Uh
and the ragdoll physics and everything. Like those things are just add a lot of hilarity to the game.
yeah,
Um,
falling down a hill as the when you need to be revived is needlessly hilarious. It's so good.
oh yeah, it's so fucking funny. But that's been fun. I liked that. It's been cold
Mm-hmm.
as hell this week as
Yeah.
well. The snow that came on Saturday has stayed, as well as the snow that we got on Wednesday, I want to
Something
say,
like that. Yeah.
has stuck around as well. And it's a nice winter wonderland
Mm-hmm.
around. Which I'm not mad at it. I don't have to drive right now because I don't have a vehicle, and
Right.
not having to drive at it and just walking through it. Yeah, it's been a nice change, you know.
Hmm. It's like being a
Uh,
child again,
exactly.
enjoying the snow without it having to affect you.
Yeah, exactly. Um, but other than that, just you know, uh, like I said, working games,
Hmm.
Ghost of Yotei. I was stuck on one of the big bosses for a while, but I finished it before leaving for our get together yesterday,
Yeah.
and that was some endorphin release there. And yeah, we did Secret Santa get together, and that was really fun. But I also listened to a record pertaining to the Secret Santa
Oh.
thing a little earlier
Oh.
this week
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
I listened to an album called Z by My Morning Jacket,
Uh huh.
and it was pretty good.
Okay.
It's like indie rock, but it's like I won't say theatrical, but they
It's kind.
maybe like
It's kind of folky, isn't
passionate.
it? Passionate.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
there's some folk to it.
Okay.
Uh, there's some saxophones show up throughout as well.
It's nice.
It's a nice vibe. I liked what I heard a lot,
Hmm.
or a good bit, and I'll have to revisit it.
Yeah.
But it was a good time. I liked it. And I'd heard the name My Morning Jacket, but until last night, I didn't have a reason to check him out. So.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get to it.
But that's
Yeah.
nobody's fault.
Hmm. Well, not my
Except for
fault
the
at least.
distribution
Yeah.
company. um, but yeah, that's basically my week. Um,
Cool.
yeah,
Do we want to talk about Secret Santa? Maybe.
yeah, we can
Or
jump
well, I
into
mean, just
that.
like the day in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, every year, the four guys of us get together and do a little Secret Santa. And this year was pretty exciting because we got to go down to. I was about to say the name of the town Vince is in. We got to go down to Vince's new house. And yeah, I got to get a house tour and everything, and you know, got to see Cooper and Caleb, and then all of you guys had your significant others there and everything too. So I
yeah,
got to meet and game and joke around with everyone.
yeah.
Yeah, for me, I guess it was I drove to John's house first, and then we drove down to you, and then we went to Vince's.
Mm,
And Vince is in a similar place, but a different enough place where like it actually made the drive significantly longer for me to do it that way, for me
yeah.
to tag along that way. But got to spend some time with just you guys as well on the drive and everything.
Mm.
We got the pleasure of squishing into the back of John's car seat, because it was in the back seat was me, Colin, and then Max in between us.
Mm.
And I guess when I had suggested that in my brain, I was like, Max is small. We'll be fine. It was a little squishy back there, but
Not bad, not bad.
um, Max wasn't going anywhere if we crashed. That's for sure.
No, no, no. Which almost did happen, but
Yes, yeah. Yeah, there was a tricky part of the road that was not marked very well. Which I remember going past during my DoorDash days, but I
Mm.
kind of forgot it did that until it happened to us. It's like we're driving, on a one-way street, just driving down, and then at some point the one way stops being a one way, and if you were in the left lane before, now you were in the oncoming lane,
Mm.
and we were all kind of staring at some headlights there for a second, and poor John's like,
Yeah.
I think I should go over here.
Yeah. He was really calm about it,
He
to be
was,
to
he
be fairly
was, yeah. And we
but
weren't like in imminent danger, but it was like, oh yeah, we
no.
probably shouldn't be in this lane anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, got to Vince's house, and kind of gave us the house tour. I guess you want to talk about the house tour?
Yeah, house tour was yeah, it's a big old
It
house.
sure is.
And we walk in, or we just driving up to it, it was like, whoa, that's a that's a big house. I mean, we
Yeah.
saw the Zillow of it, but like, you know, being there in person's a whole different beast. So, you
Mhm.
know, you walk in and it's you got like an office to your left, and they have their little a little room with like a couple seats and a couch,
Mhm.
and all the board games. Um, he took us upstairs, and there's like 4 bedrooms and a nice big bathroom.
Yeah.
Um, and those were all we had more than enough space for all of us to have our own rooms.
Yeah.
And
The bedroom that John and Jen got in particular is probably bigger than most one size like apartments. Maybe not most,
yeah.
but like yeah, it was about the size of like a one room apartment or something, or condo or
Yeah,
whatever
I,
that is.
I
Yeah.
I didn't even see their
Oh,
room,
you
but
didn't? It was
no,
huge. Yeah.
yeah, but Max and I were in what they're calling their guest room, and
Mm.
then but the bathroom was really nice. It's like a twin sink, his and hers sink situation where they got two faucets and basins, and then like a nice shower and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the room we were in, it was cold.
Yeah.
we
You guys got cold.
Yeah, no, it was like it's the situation I have always been in, other than when I was in the dorms, where growing up, I had a room where I had two outside walls, so it got cold.
Uh-huh.
Um, being in the apartment, I have to have two outside walls, so it gets really cold.
Yeah.
It's the same situation. But I run a warm, so I was fine. But at some point, into the night, I think Max said it was like 5 in the morning. I got
Yeah.
up to go to the bathroom, and I come back, and she's like, "I'm so cold, I can't sleep."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And so I went downstairs and grabbed a blanket off the couch and brought it up, and
Mm.
then she was able to sleep after that. But I was like, it, we had 3 blankets, and me with a foot out of the out foot out from underneath the blanket. I was nice and cozy. I run warm, so I was like,
Mm-hmm.
this is nice to have a little chilliness. But she was like,
Yeah.
it's like, poor girl.
Yeah.
But the rest of the house is super nice. They have a nice big kitchen, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of counter space, with some nice appliances and an island.
Yeah.
Um, where Vince made us some very yummy crab rangoon pizzas.
Yeah. Never heard of
Um,
that before, but it was good.
me either. Yeah, that was really good. Especially with the it was like a
It's like a sweet Thai sauce or something, right?
sweet
Sweet
Thai
chili?
chili sauce.
Sweet Thai
Yeah.
chili, yeah.
Um, and then he drizzle that on the top of the pizza, and it was a finger licking good. I'll
Yes,
tell you what.
yes.
Um,
You should
and
patent that phrase.
but and they got a nice dining room right in the kitchen, um and right off of the kitchen you get their main bedroom, where
Mhm.
it's just very nice and big.
Mhm.
They got their own private bathroom with a nice shower, um and all the bathrooms in the place are super nice. Like
Yeah.
every single one is just like there's like one upstairs, two downstairs, including theirs, and then one of the basements. They got four.
Yeah.
They got 3 full bathrooms with showers, and one just half bath in the entryway.
Yeah.
Which crazy.
Yeah.
If I would have grown up in a house with 3 showers, we would have been set.
Yeah. I
I
think all
tell
of
you what.
your life problems wouldn't have happened.
No, maybe my parents wouldn't have gotten divorced.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, um, but the living room's really nice too. They got a nice fireplace, and a very nice couch that they bought. That is like 2 very comfortable recliners, and it's just nice and cushiony in general. Just very very comfy.
Mhm.
Um, just a very homey living room. I like it a lot. It's very
Yeah, it's very nice.
spacious and comfortable. And then their basement's really big too, like the biggest
Yeah.
basement I think I've ever seen.
Me too.
Um,
That was kind of the biggest shock for me of the night. Because like I mean, like I guess when I walked into the house, like it was more or less what I expected. Like once I walked
mhm,
inside, I was like, yeah, this makes sense for what the outside looks like.
yeah,
But then we got to the basement, and it was like ginormous. I
yeah,
was like, oh
seriously.
my god.
Like walking down the stairwell, it reminded us of going down into the basement of Vince's mom's house.
Yes.
Um, and it was you walk down, and it's got this little shelf, and then you turn a corner, and go down some more stairs to the basement. But the size difference is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, um, it's all like granite flooring or whatever it was, but um, it goes way far back,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
It
they
do
got
go
like
down.
exercise
Yeah.
equipment, and they got like 3 rooms for storage, ping pong table, a huge TV in the corner,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and
Yeah, the gigantic TV in the corner. Yeah.
and then one of the other full bath is down. Um,
And believe it or
but
not,
like
it still is not that full yet. I'm sure they're gonna do a lot
no,
more to fill up that space down there.
they could put a pool table, a air hockey table,
Uh-huh.
and a ping pong table, and it still wouldn't be
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
like like they could have one of those fucking those little like toy basketball shooter things.
Uh-huh.
Um, and dude, it's huge. It's the acoustics down there crazy.
Hmm.
um, like we were they went John, Jen, Vince, and Katie went down to play ping pong, and me, Mike, and Max all just stayed upstairs. And right when they went down, we can instantly hear, yeah,
Yeah.
from the from the basement. It was like real echoey acoustics just bouncing up.
Yeah.
Um, but it's a beautiful house. Like
Oh
it's
yeah. Yeah,
you
it's so
know
nice.
it was just I'm happy for him. I walked in and I was like, you know,
Yeah.
luxuries I'll never afford. But
Yeah, I
beautiful
mean,
place though.
yeah, I mean it's to the point where it's like, yeah, I mean, I feel like they like instantly got forever home unless
Yeah,
unless Vince gets like crazy rich, or Katie maybe, who knows? But
yeah,
it gets crazy rich, and they decide like, let's go to a mansion. Like that's basically the next step up. So,
yeah. Seriously.
yeah, no, it's a really nice place though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's really good. And
Mm-hmm.
we had, like I said, we had that pizza, and
Mm-hmm.
then played some ping pong in the basement. I
Yeah.
was a complete ass cheeks at it. Um, but
I was
the,
okay. I've had some
yeah.
practice. My neighbors, they have a ping pong table in their garage, and
Hmm.
I don't always play over there, but I can serve the ball and hit it
Yeah.
sometimes. I had to remember all the there's a lot of more specific rules that we were playing with that
Hmm.
Vince knows about. Usually we got a lot of street rules when we play with the neighbors, so yeah. But
Yeah, that was fun to watch, and people had a
mm,
good time. And then we went upstairs and did our Secret Santa. It was
yes, I think.
real fun time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you started up the Secret Santa, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes. I grabbed my presents from under the tree last year. I had John, I
Mm-hmm.
think.
Yes,
I had John last year. But this year I had my dear co-host Mike. Um,
that's me.
you know, so I handed him his presents. And what'd you get from jolly old Saint Dick?
Yeah, uh, I should have put that on my on my little sticker that I put on the present. Um, I got well, I opened up well, there was two shapes of presents. One of them was a suspiciously vinyl shaped, and the other was a smaller square, I guess, on top of it, rectangle, whatever you want to
Hmm.
call it. But I asked Colin, I was like, should I open up the big one or the small one? He's like, don't matter. I was like, okay. So I opened up the big one first, and lo and behold, the vinyl shaped present was indeed a vinyl. It
Mm.
was very shocking. but, but the specific vinyl was the new McKinley Dixon album, Magic Alive, which is one of my favorites from this year.
Mhm.
And it's gonna be a neon orange. I have yet to open it up, but it's a neon orange vinyl according to the sticker. And yeah, I mean that's a great album. I'm happy to have that one on vinyl
Yeah.
now. It's also a great one, s- specifically for aesthetic reasons too, because the album cover on it is so cool. That's one of my
Yes.
favorite album arts of this year.
Mhm.
So really nice to have that added to the collection. And then on top of that, the smaller rectangle opened it up, and it was uh the pun. I don't have it with me. I think it's called. Is it called No Pun Intended?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I'm not just mixing that with the Tyler Joseph album, am I? But yeah, No Pun Intended by a Will Livingston,
Mhm.
aka the pun book that is in the first Last of Us game, as well as Left Behind.
Mhm.
It was a pun book. I was reading some of the inner cover. I don't remember how much of it I shared, but it was a fictional pun book within the game when the game came out, and I guess because of how popular it got, they decided to release it as an actual book and add a whole bunch more puns in there. Um, and yeah, yeah, there's some good stuff in there. I
Mhm.
think I don't remember exactly. I think there was one. It was like, did you hear that the Velcro died? And then
The
that was,
Velcro, the inventor of Velcro
oh,
died.
the
Yeah.
oh yeah, the inventor of Velcro died, and it's just rip. That was the pun. It's a lot of dumb puns like that, which is exactly how it is
Yeah.
in the game too, and it's awesome.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, that'll be a fun one to have. I've been, whenever I'm able to have a house and stuff like that, I can have a bookshelf with things like that on it, and like the Bo Burnham poetry book that I got a long time ago too.
Oh yeah.
I still got that around somewhere. Um, real highbrow reading. But but yeah, no, they were both really nice gifts, and those are fun ones to have. So thank you for those.
Of
Um,
course. Glad you like them.
Absolutely, very happy with them. And then uh, then it was up to me to choose give my gift to the person I bought gifts for. Um, and last year I had Vince. And then this year I had drum roll. I had Colin. It was another swap year. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like swishy swap, and I'm like that makes no sense. It was another uh paired up year, which is, I guess there's like a 50-50 shot of it being that every year probably.
Yeah.
But it's okay though. And yeah, what presents did I get you? I'm forgetting.
Well, uh, one was also oddly vinyl shaped,
Hmm,
which
hmm.
made sense because the wish list I had put on Elfster, the website we use for Secret Santa drawings, was I put like Quadeca Vanisher on
Hmm.
there. I put Frico, where we've been, where we go from here. I think I put another one, but
Yeah.
it was like, oh, that makes sense. This is what I asked for. And
Hmm.
I opened up this very nice wrapping paper that Mike had. I liked
Yes.
it a lot.
Yeah. My
Um,
mom must have gotten that somewhere. It was very nice.
it was very nice.
Hope she
I
didn't
opened
mind
it
me.
up.
I hope she didn't mind me opening that up because that was a new role. So
Uh-oh.
yeah,
Uh,
I might be disowned this
yeah.
Christmas. Um,
Merry Christmas. Get out.
yeah.
Uh, opened it up. I saw the back of it first, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't know if I don't know if that's Frico or
Uh-huh.
what." But I look, I opened it up, and I turned it over, and I was like, "I've never seen this before in my life."
Yeah.
And Mike goes, "Funny story."
Yeah.
uh, and
I
what
I
was
guess
it again?
I was gonna say I guess I could tell the funny story. So I ordered the Frico album. That's the one that I ordered for you. For like $20 or something like that. It was a pretty nice price for an album. Maybe actually I think it was around 30. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But I ordered that. And then, took a few weeks or a couple weeks or so to get here. And then it got here the Black Friday, on Black Friday,
Mhm.
and opened up my package. And I'm like, that is not Freako. And so then I message support or whatever they had there. And they didn't get back to me for a couple days. And they're like, "Oh, we're
Mm.
so sorry that happened. You can send it back and we can send a replacement or whatever." And I'm thinking to myself like, we are doing this next week, our Secret Santa.
Yeah.
And then the other gift I gave you, which you'll get into, that also was not gonna come until originally it wasn't supposed to come until the day before our Secret Santa, and I'm like, all right, so I'm just gonna show up to Secret Santa with no gifts. Apparently, I was like, you know what? I looked up the album and I was like, okay, this is something that's fairly well known. It's worth like $50 on their website to buy it from.
Mm.
I thought like I was like, well, obviously I give it to you and you can decide what to do with it. But I was like,
Yeah.
this is worth a decent amount of money if you want to trade it in or whatever you want to do with it. I meant to get you Frico. But I figured that was just
Yeah.
the easier solution than just wait until I see you in probably like March or something for something.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that album was Z by My Morning Jacket, which is
Yes,
why I
yes,
listened
sorry, I
to
should have. Yeah.
it. But cool album cover though.
It is,
I was
yeah.
like, even though I didn't know what it was, I thought it looked very cool and
Hmm.
interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe made me check out something, but that I might probably would have never checked out before.
Yeah, that's true.
So at least there's that.
Hmm.
Um, and then the other one was a small, uh, also square shape, and I was like,
Hmm.
oh, maybe a 45. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Um, and I opened it up, and it was just like this little book that said Breach Boys, and I was like, what?
Hmm.
What is? And I realized that it Breach Boys, like, oh, that's the trip we took.
That's our
Uh,
podcast.
that's our podcast.
Yeah.
And it's just this really sweet book filled with pictures that I took.
Hmm.
um,
For the most part,
eh,
yeah.
yes, on our road trip
Yeah.
and at our concert that we went to 21 Pilots this year throughout Columbus and Tinley and Hershey.
Hmm.
And it was just like it was really sweet. I was looking through it and I was like, oh, this is this is really heartfelt.
Yeah.
And it's got the picture of Welcome 21 Pilots and Adam Sandler. I love that. Um, and then the end has like a really nice note, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
um, and our dear friend Erica, who is the reason we went to her, she is credited in here as well, and included, as well as the postcard from Big Fun in Columbus,
Hmm.
which glad to have that. But it was just like it was super sweet. I really appreciate it, and it was yeah, it was really thoughtful, and I like it a lot.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, you were taking a lot of great pictures, and I meant to, and I was like, those pictures are fucking awesome. And I had to,
Yeah.
I had to go through some means of downloading your TikTok pictures without without the watermarks and stuff.
Oh yeah, I can't even.
I was thinking it'd be kind of funny to just have a bunch of TikTok watermarks in a picture book, but I
That
was
would be
like,
funny.
no, I should go through the effort of getting rid of those. But
But yeah, it was
yeah,
like usually the Secret Santa is just like I'm throwing in some whatever you asked for and maybe just
yeah,
like a small little gag gift, but that was really heartfelt and really sweet, and
yeah,
I really appreciate it.
of course, yeah.
Um, yeah, and then Vince and John got each other.
Hmm.
Uh, Vince got John like a lifting bar and a toy for Mac the
Yes,
cat.
yes.
Um, and tested it out on the ground, and Cooper the dog was
Cooper the dog.
concerned.
Yes, I think that's the best way to put it. Concerned.
It started moving a little bit on its own, and Cooper was like, oh. But he started like growling and barking a little bit, and he was
Yeah,
just like very confused on what to do. um, but Mac will love it as a cat.
yeah.
Um, and then John got Vince a new board game
Hmm.
and a book, Project Hail Mary, and a very special gift for though this marriage just happened, he just needed to give him a book on how to tell his how to tell for Vince how to tell his wife that he in fact is gay.
Hmm.
Which really sweet and
Really sweet gift, yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, but I do like that it's just inside. It's just a notebook.
Yeah.
So, but it was good, and that's we had a not a debate, but just uh, like a go over of how long we've been doing Secret Santa and like what year this is.
Yeah.
Um,
Figuring out
and
basic
I
math between 25-year-old men. Yeah.
and I'm still not sure where we are, but
I can explain it. So it's the 8th anniversary, but it is the 9th year that we've done it. And I think
okay.
the best way for me to think about it is just think in terms of like imagine the 2nd year that we've done it. That's the first
Mm,
anniversary of it because it's 1 year since we
okay.
did it last, but it's the 2nd year that we have done it at the same time. So that's what my brain has concluded at least. So ninth or eighth anniversary, 9th year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we've been doing it for a while.
Yes.
But it was like a 15-20 minute discussion on like, well, no, we started it then, and no, we couldn't have started. It couldn't have been that year because I didn't have a job, or yada
Yeah.
yada yada. And it just went on and on and on. And I
It
was like,
really did.
I'm confused. um, but while that was happening, the girls were just hanging out in the kitchen having their own
Mhm.
conversation. We're just like, no, it was this year, this year, this year. And Caleb, who we just met this year, was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, he was sitting in for all of that.
A saint, that man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's awesome.
But then we played some Secret Hitler after
Uh-huh.
that, and that was fun. Jen had
Yep.
never played. Um,
We had some
and
brownies too that Katie made.
yo,
They're very good.
very yummy brownies. I got made
Yes.
fun of for drinking milk.
Did you?
But yeah, Jen Jen was tearing into me
Yeah.
yesterday. Uh, I thought we weren't cool for a second, but I was like, no.
Jen hates me actually.
Because at first she was like, "You're easy to make fun of," and I was like, "Oh, what?" Um, and then, like that struck a chord, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh," it stuck with me for a little while, and I was like, "Okay, I don't know what I did."
Yeah.
But and then we played Secret Hitler. We all got comfortable and joked around and had fun, um and then after Secret Hitler, they played some more ping pong down there, and then they came back up, and we started Taco Cat Goji's Pizza after a little
Oh
while.
gosh, yes we did.
And started at this little coffee table that they have in the living room that's like really low to the ground, so we were all like on the ground on our knees, and we're
Not the
all a
first
bunch
time
of
we've played at that coffee table, mind you.
no, but we're all 24, 25
Mm,
year old people other than Jen and Max,
yeah.
and and, at least my knees are like ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, yeah.
um, we're getting old. But the first rounds at the table were okay, and then Max called in a night, so I was like, we got enough people to go over to the kitchen now, so
Yeah.
I want to sit in a chair.
Kitchen table.
Uh,
Yeah.
but that kitchen table is very long across and
Yeah.
wide, so we had a hell of a time getting the cards where they should be, where everyone could reach and everything.
Yeah, I was using
And
my non-dominant hand to reach into the center of the table for the pile. I was definitely I was hindered that game, but it's okay.
yeah, no, and we I think,
Yeah.
because we all had the giggles, and we
Yeah.
kept getting maimed by each other, especially by Jen, who had some nails on, and I was right next to her, so I was the uh, right side of my right hand. I was putting out to get the cards in
Hmm.
the middle of the table. Was getting just scratched and jammed in by some acrylic nails.
Hmm.
Um, and youch. It's
Yowie.
it, it's it's nothing being maimed and hurt is nothing new to that game.
Definitely not.
Mike and I have had blood drawn by
Yes.
Katie in the past, so very apologetic.
Mhm.
She feels real bad about it, and so did Jen. But I was also, it was intense, and we were very close to each other. And at one point, I just like elbowed the shit out of Jen.
Oh.
It was an accident, I swear. I was not still mad about the making fun of, but uh,
Mhm.
but that was fun. There were a lot of really funny little moments that happened there.
Yeah.
Um, like Katie, there's a narwhal card where you have to clap your hands above your head and then smack the card in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Katie, in the fast-paced nature of this game, hit the fuck out of her face with her
Mhm.
hands, and we're all she's just like sitting there like ow, and, and she goes, I fingered myself, I hit myself. But I heard that and I went, huh?
Yeah. Keep in mind, it was probably like 1 a.m. by this
Oh
point.
yeah, oh yeah. And we're all tired and
Yeah.
delirious. And she she had a Freudian slip and said she
Yeah.
was fingering herself, and oh, we ran with that one.
Yeah, her husband
Uh,
did not let that one go.
ooh.
And probably will not for a little while.
Oh, it was so
It
fucking
was.
funny,
It
and
was so
then
good.
we played through the rest of that, and we were all just joking and giggling and having a good time. We kept running with the fingering myself thing, and
Yeah.
there was a funny
Yeah.
prostate exam joke that came from that.
And then
Uh,
jokes about polyps as well.
yeah,
There was a lot of stuff going on
yeah.
there.
Oh, it's not as funny to repeat it now, but
No, it's not. But
uh,
1:30 a.m.
yeah.
Slap happy as hell. Yeah, that was. Uh,
But that was really fun, and then
yeah.
1:30 rolled around, and Vince called it a night, and which meant we were all going to sleep, and
Hmm.
headed up to our respective bedrooms and hit the hay.
Hmm.
Um, and it was pretty good night's sleep. We all had air mattresses, and the one that Max and I were sharing was a good bit nicer than the one I had at the bachelor
Yeah,
party.
you weren't falling off that one. Yeah.
No, no, no. It was a lot lower to the ground and a lot firmer.
Hmm.
Um, which I appreciated because I told the story of the bachelor party, but that one, the first night especially, I did not sleep well, and also I fell off of it.
Yeah.
Uh, but this one it was good, and like I said, it was just cold, and grab Max a blanket at 5 in the morning.
Hmm.
Um, but I think we all slept pretty well and woke up at fair times. Um, and then we just sat around the table, had some coffee, and talked to each other, and
Hmm.
just had a good time,
It's kind of me,
recounting.
you, Vince, and Katie for a while there. Yeah.
Yeah, John and Jen made their way down. max
Hmm.
max is a she likes to sleep in a little bit, so
Well,
she was
she
having a
also didn't.
nice snooze.
She also didn't get much sleep with the cold, so I
No.
don't blame her that
Yeah,
much. Yeah.
yeah. So she had a nice snooze while we were just sitting down there talking and recounting past times, and feeling old
Hmm.
and such. But that was good, and after that we just we started getting a move on, uh, around 11 something.
Hmm.
And then uh one of the things that made me realize that Jen doesn't hate me was 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 when we were just we were talking, and she's like, you guys are funny. And I was like, yeah, well, we try. She's like, you especially, because you especially to me, because she was like, you just you have a punchline, just instant,
Hmm.
like you just come up with something.
Quick with it.
And I'm like, I'm quick with it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks.
Thank
um,
you.
thanks. But no, I don't think Jen.
No,
It
no.
was just a moment of weakness. Uh,
Yeah.
um,
Punch the soft spot a bit.
but it was a good time. I had a really it was really nice to see the house
Yeah.
with friends.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a really good time. It was good getting to see Vince and Katie too. I mean, it was the first
Mhm.
time I think any of us have seen them since the wedding, unless
Yeah,
yeah, unless John and them did something at some point. But yeah, no, I mean it was great getting to see them all. You know, I mean they Vince said all the time that like he's like I don't feel any different now that I'm married or anything like that. And it's like it's
mhm.
kind of true. They don't seem any different in a good way.
Mhm.
Like you know they seem like themselves and they seem very happy and it's really nice.
Yeah. I mean, hearing my friends say my wife is
Yeah,
crazy,
that is
but
yeah. I think it
but
was
either way,
me who brought up that like probably not too long from now we're gonna have to start censoring ourselves during these Secret Santas because there's gonna be some children around. Uh,
yeah, no, seriously.
but yeah.
But it was really fun.
Mhm.
I had a great
Yeah,
time.
yeah, me too. Yeah, it was really fun. It's always
Yeah.
that's one of the highlights of the holiday season for me always. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Um, good time though, and we're doing this. Now we're
yeah.
popping.
Now we're podding. Yeah, I took my 3 hour journey home, um,
Yeah.
and here I am home. um,
Home
but
sweet home.
home sweet home. Um, but yeah, I don't think there's anything else.
If not from last night, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But it
Um,
was good times. Sorry, I kind of took the reins with
no,
all
no,
of
you're
that.
fine. You're fine. I was butting in when I had something to add. So there's nothing. Yeah.
No.
Um, cool. Well, do we want to do the album wrap up maybe?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. We can do that real. I only have like three,
yeah,
so
I have a few, but I don't have a lot to say about most of them. So,
cool.
um, cool. Yes. End of the month. First thing that I listened to in the month of November. We're talking about November. Um,
Mhm.
first thing I listened to was Everybody Scream by Florence and the Machine, which was kind of a Halloween related record a little bit. I've listened to some Florence and the Machine before. This is them a little bit more with a little bit more of a rock sound, a little more like edgy and spooky a little bit at points. And I think it was good. I enjoyed the production on it quite a bit. Florence's vocals are always really great. And it's got some nice songwriting on there. It's not really like one that like super sticks out for me, but it's one that I left feeling pretty positive on and interested to check out more of their stuff and dive further in. And I forgot that we usually talk about songs and stuff. So hold on, let me pull up the album real quick. Um, I liked Sympathy Magic on it quite a bit, and You Can Have It All was another one that was a really strong highlight for me off of there. But yeah, it was a pretty good album. Had a good time with it. I'd probably give it like light to decent 7 or so, somewhere in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice. First thing I listened to was the first, well, not the first, the first and the last record by Black Midi for our
Mm-hmm.
artist analysis. Schlagenheim and Hellfire. Um, I had heard Cavalcade a good few times before, but these were new for me, and I really enjoyed them. Um, you can hear full thoughts on that artist analysis episode, but
Mm-hmm. Sure
there's some
can.
really good stuff on there. They're really crazy and all over the place, and I love them for that. I'm sad that um, at least for now they're donezo as a band, but
Yeah.
they had some great times. Some of the songs that I really liked. Boom 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 off of
Mm.
Schlagenheim was my song of the week, and I still really love that one. Um, it's fucking weird, but I
Yeah.
love it. Western is great off of
Mm.
that. And then also near Detroit, Michigan. Hellfire had some really good stuff on it as well. I liked Still. I liked Eat
Mm.
Men Eat. Hellfire. Welcome to Hell. All great stuff.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend going and checking out Black Midi. It's a short and sweet discography.
Sweet's one way to put it. Yes. But
Quick and easy.
yeah.
But overall, I gave their discography a like. So
Yeah.
yeah,
A light what you cut out there at the end.
9.
Yes, yes, very very good stuff. I love that band. Um, yes. Next thing I listened to was Portal by Balu Brigada. This was one that I've been meaning to get around to since it came out in August. Finally did right before really getting into the weeds of my albums of the year. I think it's a really fun, like pop rock type album, indie rock, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of 21 Pilots esque, but a little bit more on the pop side. I think the production on here is really great. The bass lines in particular, and the synths and stuff, they sound really good all throughout. And occasionally you'll get some melodies in there that are just super super catchy. Like "So Cold" is like the big highlight for me off there. That's a really good one. And then I remember like in I think it was "The Question" and "425." I think I like those two quite a bit too. But yeah, it's a fun record. Maybe it definitely feels more like a summer record than like a winter record at this point, but it's still one to check out if you're looking for some good, you know, catchy music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next thing I listened to was also Portal by Balu Brigada,
Mm-hmm.
as I had meant to listen to it earlier in the year, and Mike listening to it pushed me to go do it finally.
Yes.
Um, and I also liked it quite a bit. I liked that they kept the energy that they had on stage when we saw them for 21 Pilots at the Clancy tour. Um, that energy's really there. They have like a good chemistry. I like a lot of the guitar work, and production's good. Um, I'll say that the lyrics weren't really there for me. I
Yeah,
wasn't huge on any of that. Nothing really stuck out or
I concur
was
in
super
that.
crazy.
Yeah, in that. Yeah.
Hmm. Uh, but I mean, otherwise the vibes were there, and I had a good time with it. It's something that I would need to revisit. But I did enjoy. And it's a nice, solid debut record. And I'd be interested to see what they do next. But some of the ones that I liked were also I liked So Cold as well. Backseat was good. Politics I have liked, as well as Isolation and Butterfly Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that annoyed me was the song 425 is 4 minutes and 37 seconds. Um,
I didn't even notice that.
but I think I gave it like a light 7 or so on
Cool.
album of the year.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
to say I gave it like a decent to strong 7. Yeah, so
Hmm.
pretty similar. Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Next thing I listened to was "Love Wins Forever" by Man Made Sunshine, Mr. Connor from Nothing But Thieves. This is a short little EP that he released this year. A little bit more in like a singer songwriter type style. And Connor, he's a great singer. Let me tell you, he's got a great
Mhm.
voice on him, and I always love that about the music. This record, it feels like it's a really personal thing that like he needed to get out in terms of like love and relationships, breaking up and stuff like that. It feels like there's a lot of genuine things he needed to get out. I think the songs themselves are just kind of okay though. Like I haven't really felt any you know strive to go back to this project at all. But it was still like pleasant when I was listening to it, and it was pretty good. But not really mind blowing for me. I think I like the opening track. I have more than one soul quite a bit. Um, and yeah, I give it like a strong 6. I think it's really I think it's good. But not like yeah, not a super returnable one.
All
Yeah,
right. Yeah, I still haven't checked that out, but
yeah,
I love Connor Mason.
I do too.
Um, and then the last thing that I listened to in the month of November was "Getting Killed by Geese,"
Mm,
which I talked about last week, no,
I
a
think
couple weeks
so.
ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
But
Geese Week. Yeah.
I yes, but I really liked it. It's very interesting. They got a very unique kind of sound to them. Um, and I haven't really like revisited the whole thing, but there are a couple tracks that I've really enjoyed. I came back to like Taxes, which you had a song of the week.
Mm.
Islands of Men, which I had. But I really like it's just how it starts with Trinidad and everything. It's really good. It's really unique, and it's definitely uh, really even just on first listen, it was just it's definitely up there for albums that I've listened to in 2025.
Yeah.
Just really good stuff and something that I really need to jump back into, and also watch the from the basement uh,
Yes.
video that they have out. But really good stuff. I really like it. The songs that I mentioned are some of my favorites, and I gave it a strong 8.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, when you definitely do need to watch that from the basement, especially since you talked about Trinidad, like that version they do and from the basement is so good. It's so much better. I like the album version one, but it's so much better. It's so good.
Mm.
Um, yes. I love that album too. Yeah, and the next thing I listened to was Lux by Rosalia. Uh, a record that's getting a lot of buzz in the music spaces. I think it's number one on album of the year. Nope, it's number two on album of the year. Got dethroned again by Clips. Um, but I listened to it. It's one of those records that I feel should be directly up my alley with all of the orchestral stuff going on in it, and mixing it with modern type sounds and amazing vocals and everything.
Mm.
And I do really enjoy it for the most part, but it does get a little too movie trailer esque for me at points, uh, rather than like a really I guess faithful classical composition type stuff. It leans a little
Mm.
more into like poppier classical music, if that makes sense, rather than the actual classical elements. Except for like on Mio Cristo, oh god, Piange Diamanti. I don't know. It's one of the songs on there. I think that's Italian. I'm pretty sure. But that one feels like it's a classical song. But then you get other stuff like BrokeN, which sounds like a movie trailer, and it's like I I don't love the mix of those things, but it's still a very creative album. And there's a lot of great stuff on there. Really impressive vocals, probably the best vocals I've heard all year, really on here. She has such a good voice on this stuff. And yeah, it's definitely a fun one. And there's a lot of stuff to unpack in it. And I just might not be loving it as much as other people do, but I still think it's really good.
Mm.
And I have it at a decent 8. Well, some of my favorites on it are Reliquia, Divinize, Memoria is very good too, and yeah, I think those were my. I guess I'll throw in Mio Cristo in there as well, but cool. um,
Cool.
Next thing I listen to after that, don't have as much to say about these next few. Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You by Ethel Cain. I thought it was good. It's not entirely for me. I think this is the first project I've listened to from her where like I think I really felt the long songs. Like
Mm.
she that's part of her stuff is that I mean the first genre tag on here is slowcore. Like it's very slow and building to points and everything, but it gets especially slow on here for me in some parts. And it's just not quite my speed for a lot of it. But I did like Nettles quite a bit. I thought Nettles was a really great song. It's actually one I should return to before um, solidifying my songs of the year. I need to make a mental note of that. But yeah, it's. I mean, her voice is very great all throughout. The lyrics are pretty good too. And if you like the vibe, you'll probably love the album. And yeah, it's good. It's just not completely my thing. I give that a light 8. And after that, I listened to Fear by NF. Um,
Mm.
you know, that was something I listened to. I think there are some parts on it that are okay. It's kind of like a singer-songwriter project almost, more than it is a rap album. Um, and you know, he does okay at it at points. I think the song Home has some touching stuff to it. And yeah, it's also got an MGK track that is awful. So, not huge on it, but also not the worst thing in the world, except for that MGK song. And I gave it a strong 4. And then I listened to Eusexual Afterglow by FK Twigs. This is like a second part to her Eusexual album from earlier this year. And it was good. It's one that I'm going to want to return to once I'm done with my stuff for this year. It
Mm.
came out as I was, in the midst of revisiting a bunch of stuff, and I think it's good. It was atmospheric. It was cool. I just don't really have too much to say about it. Gave it a light 8, so I enjoyed it quite a bit. But um, and then I listened to Cabin in the Sky by De La Soul, which kind of similar to the FK Twigs. I don't have too much to talk about it, but I did like the vintage, um, hip hop vibes all throughout it. I thought the production was really good. There was really great samples throughout and really great drums and the flows and lyrics and everything. It's got Giancarlo Esposito, which I forgot to mention when I first talked about it.
Oh.
He's kind of like a narrator throughout the whole album. It's pretty cool. Um, and yeah, there's some great stuff on there. Some of my favorites on there are "You Don't Stop," "Sunny Storms," "Run It Back," and "Cabin in the Sky." Some really good stuff on there, and pleasant one to listen to. Also gave it a light 8. Um, okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
No, it's
I
good.
have finished. All right. What do you want to get into now? Do you have like news and stuff? Or
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, might as well
might as well.
do that.
Cool. Sorry, I didn't
Um,
write anything this week.
oh, very good. I only have a couple
Yeah.
things. So, um, the first thing that I have written down, I don't know if you've been seeing it.
Hmm.
The first time I saw it was, um, I guess on Thanksgiving because he was there. But there's this guy. His name is Mr. Fantasy.
Okay.
Um, and he's just, this really zany British guy with bad teeth and a crazy fashion sense,
Hmm.
who is like he's really, like I said, zany, and he's all over the place. He's like, I make music, I'm Mr. Fantasy. Can I be your Mr. Fantasy? And he's just all over the place. He's showing up on my TikTok all week, and I was like, "Who the?" He looks some familiar, but I was like, "I don't know who the fuck." And then I was like looking at the comments, and they were like, "Man, KJ Appa is going crazy." Um, and KJ Appa, if you don't know, he played Archie in the Riverdale series.
Oh.
Um,
Okay.
and it's just KJ Appa in a bad wig with bad teeth and sunglasses, and he's just making music under the moniker of Mr. Fantasy and acting like a fucking weirdo.
Okay.
Um, and I haven't listened to any of the music, but the clips I've heard have been fine. It's just like, like 80s, 70s, 80s inspired pop
Oh. Okay.
rock, probably.
Yeah.
Um, with, just his character and just weird, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because he was all over the place on my on my feed, and I
Yeah.
was like, okay. um but that was just something
Interesting. Yeah.
that I wanted to mention. And then the only other thing I have written down, other than um the meat and potatoes of this episode, was Noah Khan, the guy who made Sixth Season.
Uh-huh.
uh he's teasing a new album
Okay.
um right now. I forget, it's something like uh where all the bugs go or something. uh
Okay.
but
Sticking with that
I
forest imagery, I guess.
Yeah. But I like Stick Season a good amount. I think he has a good voice, and I'm
Hmm.
interested to see what comes next, because it's been a good few years since Stick Season. So
Yeah, he's kind of one of those artists
um
that like he got really big in his year and then like I don't want to say fell off, but like he just kind of didn't really do anything after that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know when more of that comes out, but he's just kind of starting to tease. He has a new TikTok account for that specifically, so
Cool.
that'll be cool.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, other than that, Spotify Wrapped happened this week,
it
so
sure did. Uh,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, last few years we've kind of gone through these, and then I think we usually only guess each other's, excuse me, like top songs and top artists. I think, right? I mean, I guess we could probably guess top album this year too, because that's a new
Yeah.
thing. Um, I guess, well, to talk, I guess, just a overview about it a little bit. I think I might have hiccups right now, so that might be fun. But it was better than last year's, I will say. Last year's was completely. AI generated and
Yeah.
completely passionless and char- no character to it whatsoever.
Mhm.
And this year there was actually some, there was some fun stats in there. There was AI attached to, which, not huge on, but it's also Spotify, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, I mean, it had some fun categories in there, and it seemed like it, tracked things pretty interestingly, I guess. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that's the overview. But yeah, we just want to jump into it.
Yeah, might as well. If you wanna start, you can.
Yeah, I mean, I just have screenshots that I'm going to be sending in. I don't
Me too.
remember exactly how it opened up. If there's a slide I'm missing, but the
Uh, it went genre, age, and then top song, top songs.
okay. So the
Yeah.
first well, this is the first screenshot that I have. It's the how many minutes did we listen to?
Mm.
I listened to 23,857 minutes of music this year, which is
Mhm.
about on par for what I usually do. I'm usually around that low 20,000 ish. And I thought I listened to more this year. Guess I didn't that much more, but still 16 days worth, I guess. So
Yeah.
nice, as Spotify says. um,
uh, yeah. Let me. I don't know if I. Where is that?
should be like the first slide.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Uh,
first or second,
uh
maybe. I didn't take a yeah.
I guess I didn't screenshot that, but I'll upload it right now
Okay.
here.
I'm assuming it like
Um.
greeted us or something at first, saying Spotify
Yeah.
2025 or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine was just a little less. At 22,387
Yeah,
minutes. 15 days. Just one day less.
one day
One day
less.
less.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty on par. That they back in high school it used to be like way higher, but
Mm-hmm.
um this is about right, about right
Yeah.
for me,
Same
I'd
for
say.
me. Nothing really changing there.
Hmm.
Um, the next thing there, it was talking about the genres, like Colin said. It says
Hmm.
taste like mine cannot be defined, but let's try anyway. Um, I'm glad they changed whatever they did with this genre thing, because I remember a couple years ago, they like it was like just like new genres that you had explored that year or something like that. And so like at the end of the year, I was getting messages saying I listened to 16 genres or something for the Spotify
Yeah.
rap. I was like, that's not right. But now it says 349, which that feels a lot more accurate to me.
Hmm.
Um, but how many genres did you listen to?
I had 187,
Oh,
uh, which feels about right. A good bit less than you, but I feel less exploratory, and also um I didn't listen to the top albums every year on
yeah.
the album of the year, and I feel like that probably helped you a good bit
I
too.
I think what really
Um,
boosted my numbers actually was probably listening to like my friends' playlists and stuff like that,
oh
because that
yeah,
probably gave me like 20 genres that are just J-pop in different forms or whatever. um,
yeah.
but yeah, but cool.
Hmm.
Then after that, oh wait, hold on. It gave us the top genres. We're Is it cool if we're not like guessing these or anything?
Yeah, no, we don't have
Yeah.
John.
For me, my top genres were alternative hip hop was first, which I thought was kind of
Hmm.
interesting. And then I got indie, which makes sense. Hyperpop at three was interesting to me. I
Yeah.
don't think I was listening to much hyperpop this year, so I'm not sure what was boosting that number, unless it was like Pink Panthers. I guess I'm just thinking right now. I guess that's kind
Yeah.
of hyperpop. And then art rock and pop, which both make sense to me. But
Mhm. My top genres
hmm.
starts off with emo at number
Wow.
one, which makes
It
sense,
really
and then
is
I
high
had indie
school.
rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, indie rock makes sense. Hyperpop also at my number three, which I
Yeah.
think is weird. I don't know what I listen to that can hyper pop really.
Yeah.
Um, Maybe all the Miku I played on festival. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it bled into
Uh,
your Spotify rap.
Bled in, yeah. Um, but yeah, that at number 3, and then I had hip hop at number 4, which I listened to some hip hop, and then
Mm-hmm.
pop at number 5 because I listened to a good amount of pop. So
Yeah.
these are definitely better than, I don't know, like Dream SMP and shit like that happened.
Yeah. I don't think
But
either of us got that right. I don't think.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But some people did,
I
and
was gonna say, with
oof.
how much I was listening to Lovejoy at one point, there's probably a chance because I think they were listed under that. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah. Then after that, Spotify gave us a really cool thing here saying age is just a number. So don't
Yeah.
take this personally. When it said that, I was like, "What?
What?
Excuse
Yeah,
me?
no.
Excuse me?"
Um, Spotify?
Yeah.
Uh,
You want to send your age first? I'm realizing I'm kind
sure.
of starting a
Oh
lot of
no, you're
these.
good. My age, I'm Unk.
Oh, you're
Uh,
Unk?
I'm
Oh,
39.
oh my gosh.
Um, since I was into music from the early 2000s,
Wow.
because people born in the early 2000s are 39
Exactly. That's
now.
what I was thinking. I was like, I don't think that makes you 40. Pushing 40 over there.
No,
Um,
seriously, feel like it in my knees. Damn.
yeah. I mean, I guess I don't mean to brag, but I got that youthful energy in me, baby. I'm 19.
19.
I'm still
Holy
kicking it,
shit.
bro. Um, this one I think I can attribute to doing the new albums every week. I was definitely
uh,
listening to, things like Playboy Cardi and
mm,
those Rage projects and shit. So I bet that
yeah.
probably brought me down a peg. um, but you know what?
Those,
As long as it's like a legal age, I don't think it's anything weird. So I'm happy. I'll take 19.
yeah. At least we're not like Josh Dunn who got like 75 or something.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we're not that unk, but
exactly.
I'm pretty,
Yeah,
as the kids say, as you a 19-year-old would say.
exactly. Yeah,
Um
you are old.
and then our top song and top songs were next, I believe.
Yes, there was one screen
Um
before it, I think, that doesn't spoil anything. Um,
yeah.
yeah, or do you know which screen I'm talking about?
I don't, but you can
Okay,
send it.
I'll send it just so they told us how many songs we listened to that year. We listened to 3,000, or sorry, I listened to 3,020 songs this year. Um uh
Find that.
yeah, and it's asking if I can guess my number one, which I won't guess it, but Colin will. Um in a sec once we see how many songs
And
you listen to.
I had 1,600 myself.
Wow,
A
I'm
nice
surprised
even
it's
number.
yeah, it's a very even number. I'm surprised it's that much lower though, to be honest. Because
Me
like
too.
your listening hours was not significantly lower than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it just counts like each new song you listen to as one time or just like
It might.
songs in general.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, then I mean I repeated a lot of records, so
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool.
And then yeah, top song.
Yeah.
Uh, Breach came out this year,
It
so
sure did.
so
Um.
and I have you gave me the um you told me that it's not actually that Joji song that
Yes,
you
I
had.
did. Yeah, I guess I should inform the viewer on that too. A few weeks ago, I was very distraught because my Spotify glitched and played the Joji song "Past Can't Leave My Bed." I think
Hmm.
44 times in the span of an hour. So
Hmm.
I was very sad because I thought it was going to count towards my Spotify rap. But after like looking at the stats and stuff, I think they stopped collecting at Halloween again, which I thought they
Okay,
said they weren't going to do that anymore, but I'm pretty sure they did.
right.
So I
Maybe because
think,
they
huh?
maybe they had to start doing that again because they didn't want to use completely AI this year,
Or something like that.
or
Yeah.
something. They had
Um,
to like, oh, we got to make time to do this.
right. Um, but so yeah, so Joji is not my top song. And he is not in
So
my top at all. Um,
okay, that's but I assume it's something of a breach.
mhm.
We both, um, we both have a tendency to do that. And uh, I'm gonna say we both love it, so I'm gonna say drum show was your song.
Okay, should I guess yours first, or should I confirm or deny?
You can guess mine first.
Okay, I am going to say. Oh, I'm trying to play mind games at the moment. I think yours might have been drum show, and that's why you're
Mm,
accusing me of also having drum show. So I'm gonna go drum show for you by being
okay.
uh uh a little bitch about it. uh my top song of 2025 was The Contract.
Oh, okay.
um I think just because it was lead single, and I
Hmm.
listened to it a lot, and even when Drum Show came out, it was lumped in with The Contract. So most of the times when I listened to the Drum Show, I was also listening to The Contract, and then the album I had The
Right.
Contract on it too. So I listened to it 37 times, which that sounds about right for me. That's a lot.
Mhm.
That's a lot of plays for me.
Yeah. And then my top song was in fact Drum Show.
Yes.
Um and I streamed it 38 times.
Wow.
Yes. So love that song.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was streaming the shit out of it the week it came out, and also I streamed Breach many times, so
Yes. So did I.
heard it in there
I
quite a few.
listened to it even more times on CD. So yeah, there was a lot. I
Yeah.
will say though, it's completely fine that you guessed Drum Show for my top song, because while I
Mhm.
listened to the Contract 37 times, I listened to Drum Show 36 times.
Oh, okay.
And also,
Just
yeah, I definitely have more plays on it now than the Contract, because it's
mhm.
currently it's in my list for my top songs of the year.
Uh-huh.
I still haven't solidified which 21 Pilots song I'm using, but I've listened to it more than the Contract now for sure. So you're
Yeah.
you're basically right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had our top 5 songs,
Hmm.
which I feel like is gonna be a little harder for me to guess yours, but,
Yes.
yeah,
I can kind of lead you to places.
okay.
Do you want to try to do mine first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I will
Well,
say you
obviously,
could probably guess the top two.
you got The Contract and you got Drum Show.
Okay.
Um,
My first
and
hint to you
then
will be that's the only 21 Pilots on it.
okay, okay. Um, I want to say maybe Quadeca's there.
Okay.
Um, and then uh, this year you like a lot of stuff.
I did like a lot of
Um,
stuff this year.
let me um, hmm, maybe something off of Forever How Long. I know that wasn't like either of our favorites.
Hmm.
Um, and maybe something just off of because that's just that's us.
Did you say
Uh,
Clancy?
yeah.
Okay.
Um, ooh, Maruja. Ooh. Okay, I want to say Look Down. It's a
Okay.
long song, but I feel like you might have listened.
So those are your
Uh,
guesses. Do you have any specific
I,
guesses? Oh,
I'm gonna
sorry.
do a I'm gonna do a solid guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, you got Contract and Drum Show. I'm gonna say Look Down on Us is on there. I'm gonna throw a Hail Mary. I'm gonna say Emily off of Racing Mount Pleasant is on there,
Okay.
and I want to say, uh, God Stained is on. Why not?
Okay. Well, uh, I will say you get points in spirit, and I would even say you would get 1 point, and I'll explain that in a second. So my top
Oh, okay.
songs were The Contract, Drum Show, Core, which found at the very beginning of this year, so I think I streamed it a lot throughout the year, is how it got so
Mm,
far up. And you were on track with the Black Country New Road. You abandoned it, but I listened to
yeah, I did.
Besties a lot when it came out, and then it's the
Mm,
opener to the album as well. Um, and then Monday by Quadeca. And the reason why you get 1 point is because I checked, because that was another nice thing they had this year is you could look at your playlist and it would tell you how many plays
Mhm.
you had on all of the songs.
Yeah.
I played Monday and Godstained the exact amount of times.
Oh,
So
okay.
technically they both are number 5.
Mm.
So
Okay.
um, yeah, but that's my
Yeah.
top 5 there.
Solid. Solid.
Solid, solid. I like it a lot. um, as for you, do I get any hint whatsoever for my guidance
I'll
towards
tell
this?
you, it is all 21 Pilots.
I was wondering if that was going to be the hint. Okay, so that makes it okay. So now I have to like really lock in here. Um, well, drum show is your top, and I would guess that the contract is your second. Um, okay, what are you repeating a lot? I'm going to guess City Walls is on there just because it's the opener. I think that probably made it in just because of that. Then I would guess. Ooh, I feel like we both kind of became Tally boys, especially after the Hershey debut. So I'm going to guess Tally is on there somewhere as well. And the fifth one's kind of a wild card. Let's see. Hmm.
I will
I
say,
okay.
it is all 21 Pilots, but it is not all Breach.
Oh,
I'll
so
give you
that's why you were trying to give me a Clancy hint, I think.
that.
Um, maybe I feel like that would only be next semester that could sneak in for another year. As I mean, we both really liked Clancy, of course, but like
Mhm.
I feel like I couldn't see you bumping overcompensate like to that extent again this year. You know what I mean?
No.
Um, so yeah, I guess that'll be my last one is overcompensate. So I'll go contract, or sorry, drum show, contract, city walls, tally next semester. I guess that'll be. I guess that's my guessing order.
So you were close,
Okay.
but I have
Ooh.
Drum Show, Tally at
Wow.
number 2, The Contract at number 3, Center Mass at number 4, and then Navigating at number 5.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't feel like I had Navigating that many times,
Yeah.
but I guess I was wrong.
I forgot that you really,
Um,
really liked that one. I mean, I like it a lot
I
too, but yeah.
yeah, I do love Navigating, but I was surprised to see it there. Um, Here, let me look at the playlist. Show me the plays on.
Yeah, that's really
Um,
surprising that with the contract being the lead single and everything that Tally got over that.
yeah,
That's really
no,
cool.
it's only by one listen. I
Yeah.
had 31 on the contract and 32 on Tally.
Okay.
Um, Tally really, really, really grew on me as I kept
Yes.
listening, and of course, so you saw it in Hershey for the first time
Came
that he
Tally
played it.
boys. Yeah.
And then Center Mass, I was kind of surprised to see it there too.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that maybe uh or not Robot Voices, but probably City Walls would have been on there.
Robot voices
Um,
crossed my. That's what I was gonna say if you didn't say there was a Clancy song on it.
hmm,
Yeah.
yeah. But that was at 29 listens, and the Navigating was at 26.
Mm.
Next Semester is on there, but it is quite a bit lower at 18 listens.
Oh, okay.
Backslide is actually the other Clancy one that's in the top 10
Wow.
here at 23. Because Backslide has really, really grown on me over the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's for me. This is par for the course. Whenever a 21 Pilots release, I stream the shit out of those songs,
Yes.
and
Well,
they become
same.
my top.
Yes. I guess
Yeah.
since you gave me some of the data too, one of your guesses for me was Maruja for my list.
Mhm.
Even though Monday and Godstained are kind of both number 5. If those are tied at 5, then number 6 was a Maruja song, but it was
Mhm.
Sersha, which I
Mm.
had 18 listens of, and Look Down on Us I had 17 listens of.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Keeping in mind that Look Down on Us is a 10-minute song.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think on my I was kind of looking at, I think, was it Last FM? I was looking what, or no, I think it was Stats FM. It tracks like your top song based on how many minutes you listen to that song, not just like how many
Mm.
streams you have of the song. And like Look Down on Us is like pretty handedly at the top because it's a 10-minute song.
Yeah.
But Yeah. Just
All
some
right.
extra
Well,
stats
that's
there.
yeah, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy that there's extra. Like, this is the amount of times you listen to
Yeah.
um these, because that's not something we got before. But
Yeah.
um
Okay.
yeah. Then we had, after that we had top album and the amount of albums
Yes.
as well.
Well,
My the amount of albums I listened to was 92.
nice.
92 albums this year. Good amount. I feel like that's pretty good for me.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
how many
the
you got?
I have 141
All
albums
right.
this week. I am actually I didn't think about this until right now. I wonder how they counted that. Was it like based off of full albums you listened to?
Maybe, or just like the amount that you at least started.
Yeah, or like got like a
To
decent chunk through or something. Yeah.
either way, that's pretty good for me. I'd say
Yeah.
I try to listen to new stuff. Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I
Um.
yeah, I think these both make sense. Um
Yeah.
cool. And then after that, it was our top album and
Hmm.
the albums after that, which they have not done before, and I'm actually
No,
I'm very welcoming of this change. Um,
me too.
well, you guessed for me first, so I guess I will guess for you first
Okay.
this time for your. Oh well, I guess yeah. Let's say your top album first. I hmm. Oh wait, okay, hold on. This is a little tough. I think I'm gonna go with my gut and
Mhm.
say that Breach was at the top of your albums. I know
uh,
it sounds like ridiculous after like the way I'm saying that after seeing your top songs, but
what were
but
you stuck on? What did you might think you what would have been otherwise?
um I am a little torn just because I know how long the Quadeca album was, and I know we both
Hmm.
listened to that a lot, and it came out before Breach. Um,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm a little nervous. Maybe it could have outperformed it potentially. But
Yeah.
I'm going
Well,
with my gut, and I'm saying Breach.
yeah. Well, your gut is
Let's
correct. It was Breach.
go.
And I had 1,431 minutes listened to it. Two
Nice,
of it.
nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice. Uh, with
Um.
my top album.
I'm also gonna say Breach.
Well, you're also going to be
Locking it in.
wrong. This is why I was
Oh.
scared because mine ended up being Quadeca. I played it off well. I listened to wow. So you actually listened to Breach double the amount of time I listened to Vanisher. That's kind of interesting. I listened to Vanisher for 775 minutes.
Mhm.
Um, that was
Could have
my
been
top
shorter
album.
of an album, I'd say. So,
Yeah, yeah. Um,
well, that helps.
yes, that does help.
Mhm.
All right. You want to guess the top five albums here?
Yes. Well, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say Breach is number two.
Okay.
And then I'll say, Maruja under that.
Okay.
Uh, and then I'll say, I think you bumped Forever How Long a good amount.
Okay.
Uh, and hmm, I'm wondering if Clancy stuck around just because it was fresh still,
Hmm.
kind of. Uh,
I'll give you a hint.
yeah.
Do you
Mm.
want a hint?
Yeah, I'll take a hint.
Well, first off, it's not Clancy. I will say Clancy is not
Okay.
on there. Um, I will say an album with a lot of tracks got onto here.
Album with a lot of tracks. Hmm, I don't know. It had a lot of tracks. Um, to, it was if it was even from this year.
It was from this year.
Okay.
I'll confirm that part too.
um, okay. Oh, what had a lot of tracks this year? Perverts. I don't think that much. Um, yeah, I'll say Quadeca, Breach, Ruja, uh,
Forever How
uh,
Long was the other one you said?
Forever How Long. A lot of record had a lot of songs. Um,
Or you could just
I
say
don't even.
Clancy if you can't think of it.
No, I don't. I know it's not there, so
Yeah.
it doesn't. And um, I really don't know what had a lot of tracks, so I'm just gonna throw Racing Mount Pleasant.
Okay. My top five was it was Quadeca,
Oh,
Breach, like you said, Forever How Long. The Clipping album got there, Dead Channel
really?
Sky. I was a little surprised by that as well. I think it's I don't know because it seems like they were counting these by minutes potentially, just based
Mhm.
on the first slide. But if they weren't and they were doing it by tracks, then it makes sense because there was like 20 tracks
Mhm.
on this album. So
That's
that would make sense. And then the Ichiko Aoba album, not the one that came out this year, but the one that came out 2020, I think.
yeah.
That made my number
I,
five. I was
I
listening
had
to
no chance. No.
yeah, no, that one I was pretty sure you weren't going to get, but I was listening to that a lot earlier this year, along with her new album. So,
Hmm.
um, yeah, that is
Cool.
that. Okay, so your top albums. Um,
Hmm.
I'm gonna guess yours also starts with Breach Quadeca. Um, uh, After that, it's kind of well, I literally have nothing to go off of because it's just been 21 Pilots so far.
I can get. I mean, I can give you some hints.
I might need some hints. Yes.
One is um aided by if you look at my age and the reason for it,
Oh.
that's one of the records on there.
Okay. So
And
oh,
yeah.
hold on, just going off of that thought, I'm gonna take that hint while I have it. I think that you're trying to lead me towards this being My Chemical Romance because I'm guessing a lot of that started coming back during this year with the concert and all. So I'm gonna say Black Parade made it. That's gonna be my guess. Um,
Okay.
what was your other hint? I'm gonna take it.
Uh, and I don't know how to give you a hint without really like giving it to you.
Okay.
This is one of them on there is something that I really enjoyed this year, but you it didn't as like much.
Hmm.
You liked it, but not much.
Probably Joe, I would guess. So okay, that's four right there. And I guess just for whatever the fifth one is that you weren't giving hints towards, did that come out this year? I guess that'll just be what I ask, but
No.
it didn't. Okay. Um I'm gonna say it's Clancy then. That's gonna be my five. It's gonna be
All right.
Breach, Quadeca, Black Parade, Joe, the new Joe, and Clancy.
All right. Well, you are 4 for 5, but the
Okay.
order is wrong. Um
Oh wow,
so
Clancy made it that far up.
yeah. So I had Breach at number 1, of course, Clancy at number 2, which okay.
Yeah.
And then The Crux by Joe at 3,
Mm-hmm.
Vanisher Horizon Scraper by Quadeca at 4, and then Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge, the remaster record at
Ah,
number 5. Yes.
I forgot they had a
I
remaster of
was
that this year. Yeah.
yeah, no, and it sounds great, and I was bumping it like crazy. I've mentioned it before, but the Three Cheers has really grown on me
Yeah.
over the years, and I fucking love a lot of the tracks off of that record. So I was listening to that like crazy prior to the concert.
Yes.
So yeah, so I'm happy with it. I'm happy that at least it wasn't all 21 Pilots.
Yeah.
But it could have gone without Clancy and had like uh a Black Country New Road
Mm-hmm.
um or something else on there, but it's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
They're my favorite for a reason.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sick. Alrighty. We have actually
Uh,
similar. I'm looking at our color schemes right now. They're a little similar in some ways. You got the blues
yeah.
and the
Yeah.
blacks, and Yeah, I probably shouldn't say the blacks. And yeah, okay. After that was podcast stuff.
Mhm.
I usually don't have much to show for podcasts, but I have a tiny bit, I guess I can say. Um,
Yeah.
the first thing it says I streamed 772 minutes of podcasts, which is much more than usual. Good chat,
Oh
it
yeah.
says. Um, I don't know. Do
Uh,
you have this stuff screenshotted? It's okay if you
uh,
don't.
uh, I got it right here.
Okay,
I have,
sorry.
it's okay. I had 6,303 minutes podcast
Wow.
to. I'm a big podcast boy.
Yes, you're
Uh,
much more of a podcast boy than me.
and then the only other thing I have is the top 5 podcasts.
Okay. I'll just send my top five. I don't need to show you my top one. Then actually, I only have top three because I only listen to three. I listened to the Chernobyl podcast because I watched that earlier this year, and it was cool getting some insight on that. The official Last of Us podcast when season 2 was coming out earlier this year, and I guess I listened to a couple Smosh Reads Reddit stories over podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my top 5 was Smosh
Mm.
Mouth, and then Smosh Reads Reddit Stories, Two Hot Takes, which is another Reddit Stories pod
Mm-hmm.
that I really got into. I really got into Reddit Stories this year.
Yeah.
But I prefer to watch reading Smosh Reads Reddit Stories over YouTube because there's not nearly as many ads.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
like they need to fix that because on Spotify it's like every minute there is a fucking let's go gambling and let's
Yeah.
like Allstate or something like that.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
like every fucking minute on YouTube. It's like they have the one ad in the middle that they film themselves, and then
Right. Yeah.
I have YouTube Premium, so I don't do ads.
Right.
But yeah, they got to fix that on Spotify. And then the Creepcasts, which is the Wendigoon and Meat Canyon
Mm,
Creepypasta podcast, and then Ear Biscuits with Rhett and Link,
nice.
which is ending.
Did you just looking at this list? Does this mean that you also got a personalized message from Shane Top?
It's Shane Top and Amanda. Yeah.
Oh, and Amanda.
Yeah.
For me, it was just Shane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for listening to this.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's just them.
He was like, I don't know why you were listening to us. We could have been listening to music, something like that. I was like, oh boy, I was listening to music. Trust me, Shane.
Yeah, it's just a Shane and Amanda.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey, thanks for listening to us. Thanks. I don't remember what they said exactly, but
Mm-hmm.
personalized message.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my podcasting.
Cool.
And then what was after that? Was it artists?
The top artist was after that. So I guess I should guess yours first, probably.
Well, the amount of artists as well.
Oh, the amount of artists? Oh, I missed a screenshot.
Do
you want to send yours first? Yeah.
Yeah, I had 346.
346 artists this year. Okay.
I think that's pretty good.
You're gonna have to give me a second.
You're good.
Swipe. Okay. After podcasts. Thankfully podcasters. Oh, there's Shane Top. Okay. Okay. I got the screenshot right before it spoiled what my shit was. I think that's why I missed the screenshot because right afterwards it's like, guess which are the ones. Where did my screenshot go? Hold on. There it is. I listened to 951 artists this year.
Woo!
Once again,
Holy
I think that's from listening to my friend's playlist probably, and doing like a few Discover Weeklies and stuff with my friends. So yeah, I'm guessing that's where a lot of that came from.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I could name you 951 artists right now if I tried. So, yep. And then, okay, so I'm going to try and guess yours now. I think it's pretty safe for me to say that 21 Pilots was your top artist.
Yeah. You think? Yeah.
Top 0.3% global fan.
I think 2,918 minutes. I think this might how many in a row.
You're cutting out. What would you say there?
I'm just trying to see how many years in a row they've been. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Paramore was my top artist a couple years ago, so it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's not
easy.
uncommon.
No,
Yeah.
not in the least bit. But for you, I know Quad Echo was your top artist, but
Top
or not
album.
artist, top album,
Mm-hmm.
but Contract was your top song, and I feel like overall, even though you streamed a Vanisher more than Breach, I feel like in general you streamed more 21 Pilots, so I'm gonna say 21 Pilots is also yours.
Well, unfortunately for you, you are correct.
Yes.
Yes, 21 Pilots was my top artist. I spent
And I'm a bigger fan than you.
yeah. Honestly, that's not surprising after the other stats we saw.
No.
I spent 1,265 minutes with them. I'm a 0.8% top global fan. So yeah,
Yeah, we like our 21.
we sure do. That's a new thing on this podcast that we're gonna brand ourselves with. Um, okay. Your top albums. Okay. Well,
Artist.
sorry. Yes, thank you. Your top artists. I'm wondering if they're going to be pretty similar to your top albums. I definitely do think 21 Pilots and Joe are on there, especially with Joe being number 3. Quadeca, I think, is also going to be on there. So I'm going to go 21 Pilots, Joe, Quadeca. I don't mean to just copy your list, but it also makes a lot of sense for My Chemical Romance to be on there too, just considering the phase you went through with them this year. Sorry, it's not a phase. I didn't mean to insult you there.
You're right.
What does that make number 5? Yeah, I'm just gonna throw out a Black Country New Road. We also saw them this year. Yeah, that's my 5. That's my 5 right there.
All right, well, you almost had a spot on ranking of. You just switched around a couple, but yeah.
My
21
Chem
Pilots
over
number 1.
Quadeca. Yeah.
Joe at number 2, MCR at 3, Quadeca at 4, and Black Country New Road at 5.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty solid list, I'd say.
Yeah, I would too. That's a good list.
And then you,
Mm-hmm.
just 21 Pilots. I'm gonna say Quadeca.
Mm-hmm.
I, I don't want to say Ichigo Ioba or Clipping are there, but maybe. I know you had Clipping as your top artist last year.
But were they at the top last year?
I think so.
Maybe they were. I don't
somewhere.
remember. I can probably pull it up.
But... I think Black Country New Road is there for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe I just have to say Clipping and Ichigo Iowa. So I don't know what else you would have been just like streaming crazy. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I'll just say those two as well. They're gonna be. Or no, Maruja's on there. Maruja's gotta be on there.
Who you cutting?
I'm cutting Ichigo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say
In?
21 Pilots, Quadeca, Maruja, Clipping. Who did I?
Black Country New Road was the other one you were saying.
Black Country New Road. Yeah.
Okay, you were very close. You might be kicking yourself. It was just my it was my albums all over again. But yeah, 21 Pilots, Quadeca, Ichigo I think is higher because, like I said, I was streaming both her record from this year and the one from a few years ago. I listened to that a lot earlier this year. That's some nice soothing shit, let me tell you. And then yeah, Black Country New Road and Clipping made it on there too, which. Okay. It's always surprising to see Clipping on there for me, even though I'm the one who makes the, I'm the one who listens to the music. I'm always like, oh, they made it. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like, I keep doubting myself with Maruja because I feel like you've talked about them so much. You love that record so much.
I think
And I'm
part of
like, you
it,
probably streamed it a lot. I know it's long, but
I think if it came out like in the spring or something, I probably would have made my stuff. But it came out the same day as Breach, remember? Which was also
yeah.
like about a month and a half away from when they stopped collecting for Spotify Wrapped, if they stopped around Halloween.
Mhm.
So I did listen to it a lot, but like it's also not like one I can endlessly replay like I can with Breach
Yeah.
or something. It's a different vibe. I'm sure they were. I don't know if there's a way to check what other artists are in your top. I don't think they had a way to do that. But I was gonna say like I'm sure like they would probably be like number 7 at the lowest. Like they gotta be
Okay.
like they gotta be like right outside of that. Um, but
Alright,
yeah, cool.
cool. Well,
All right.
I think that's it. You
Yeah,
know?
they had some like other stuff too. Like I was part of the Cloud State
Oh yeah, yeah,
Society or
yeah,
some
yeah.
shit. Uh,
I was
my
I
club
was
finds
in
peace through music.
I was in the uh the the Grit Collective.
Oh wow.
Um I listened to the freshest releases, always pushing your club forward.
Wow.
Um
I'm also a scout.
okay.
I guess there's different roles within the clubs. So, um we're both scouts apparently.
Yeah,
And
yeah, just different clubs.
yeah, 16 I guess 16% of global listeners are in my club or something
Uh
like that. Um
I
doesn't really
I
matter,
had
but
uh, hang on, playing through Great Collective. Your club believes in rebellion through music.
wow.
That's what it is. And then 9% of global listeners are in my club. So,
Cool.
uh,
And then
and then the
after
club favorites.
yes, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry. I just sent mine
No,
real
you're good.
quick. Some of my club favorites are Natalia Lafourcade, shout out Mac Miller, Leve, Saba, Ichiko Aoba, and No ID. Oh, sorry, those are okay. Well, those are all artists that I had listened to this year. I don't think that's just part of my club. I think they're catering to me.
Oh,
But
okay.
you know,
The ones in mine are Clipping, Jid, 21 Pilots,
uh,
Kendrick, Rage Against the Machine, and MCR.
wow, I'd love to see that collab.
Pretty gritty.
Yeah, that would make me do the gritty. Let me tell you. Um, yeah, I
uh,
guess I'll just send my title card as well. This was oh yep, you sent yours too. That's
mhm,
yours there. That's for Colin. He chose the purple, which makes sense.
mhm, of course.
And then I chose the yellow to be on brand with 21 Pilots.
Of
And
course.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is the first year where I didn't see anything at all from you. Like I think sometimes I had accidentally seen like 21 Pilots top artist, and I'm like, ah,
Yeah.
avert my eyes.
No. I refuse to post it
Yeah, yeah,
for this
maybe
time,
that
so
was it. Um, and then a whole bunch of
and then
other. Oh, sorry. Continue.
I was just probably gonna say the same thing. So they added these like, oh, these are your top days of like listening to this type of music, or
Yes.
the most you listen to in all year on this day, whatever.
Hmm.
Um, so uh, I could just send those, um, or most of them.
Yeah.
Uh, fuck. Okay, go enter.
I believe in you.
Send,
Colin is
please.
typing.
Okay.
There they are.
My biggest emo day
Hmm. Biggest
was
emo day.
August 29th, 2025. Because that was the day My Chemical Romance played, and I went. The day
Hmm.
you let My Chemical Romance rewrite your entire afternoon, from early morning through evening, you let My Chemical Romance soundtrack nearly every hour, cycling through the Black Parade, Danger Days, and even a Quadeca cameo. 193 minutes, 55 tracks, 3 artists, your most emo-centric day with your top genre.
Wow. Emo marathon full album immersion.
Yeah. And then biggest music listening day, September 11th.
That was a big day. Yeah.
It was. The day you let 21 Pilots headline your personal festival. Afternoon opened with My Chemical Romance throwback. but by evening, 21 Pilots took over, spanning from Levitate to a late night breach marathon.
Wow.
Nearly every track was theirs, looping Drum Show and Mulberry Street through before midnight, 637 minutes, 27 tracks, 2 artists, your most music-packed day of the
That was your most music packed day of the year? Wow.
Yeah.
I guess so.
It's September 12th, the day right after. You let Breach play. Repeat heavy day.
Wow.
You let Breach play on
Oh.
loop until sunrise.
My Discord just like refreshed. Okay, it's okay. We're good.
From late evening into the next afternoon, you cycled through Breach by 21 Pilots, Drum Show, Center Mass, and Downstairs, looping more than once, with Maruja's Pain to Power breaking up the pattern before you dove back in. 216 minutes, 55 tracks, 2 artists. You must repeat heavy day.
Wow.
And then my most diverse day was September 26th, which is the day we started our road trip.
That
the
makes
day
sense.
you turned your cue into a genre sampler platter. Morning started with a marathon of 2 hot takes, then splintered into a genre-spanning set. The Beatles, Kendrick Lamar, Fiona Apple, and Quadaga all made appearances, with 21 Pilots threading through nearly every hour.
Yeah, that makes sense.
374 minutes, 91 tracks, 65 artists. Your widest sonic range in a single day.
All year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, mine, they're probably going to sound similar. I'm realizing they had similar writing for a lot of these. So for me, my most diverse day was April 12th, 2025. Don't know what I was doing that day, but it was the day I built a mosaic out of 38 genres before breakfast, I guess. Before breakfast? Okay, so I was listening late at night is what that means, because I was not up at 7 a.m. But before most alarms sounded, I stitched together a sunrise of Jessie Ware, Chappell Roan, and Radiohead, and then let the 1975 Black Country New Road and 21 Pilots take turns at the wheel. My evening spun from Vocaloid to Broadway, art pop to J-pop, with 93 artists in the mix. I must have been listening to someone else's something at that point. 481 minutes, 125 tracks, my most diverse day of the year. So that's a lot of stuff, I guess.
Right.
My most nostalgic day was September 4th, 2025. Apparently, it was the day I turned Fortnite Festival into a nostalgia time machine.
What?
I don't know what that means.
Collab?
Apparently, I had a midnight blitz of Blink-182 and Paramore to a sunrise detour with AJR and Mahal Lunar, which I guess shout out to that. That's an album of the year project that I listened to this year that was kind of interesting. So
Okay.
shout out on the podcast. My day rewound through pop punk, new metal, and 2010's anthems. Fortnite Festival spun nostalgia from Firework to Maps. And yes, that is Katy Perry and Maroon 5, for those of you keeping track. With 97 artists and 16 classic tracks, 194 minutes, my most nostalgic day of the year. This was when I still am planning on doing this, but I was listening to a lot of Fortnite Festival tracks because I was ranking them all on Album of the Year. And I still do want to do that, but I think that must have been the day I did the most of that or something. So I was just listening to the Fortnite Festival playlist, I guess. So there's that.
Great.
My biggest 21 Pilots day was September 15th, 2025. It was the day I let 21 Pilots run the midnight circuit. Overnight, Maruja's Pain to Power set the stage, of course, but 21 Pilots took over for hours, looping robot voices, center mass, and the contract across late night and afternoon. Even a brief Leve cameo couldn't break the alt rock cycle. 252 minutes, 58 tracks, 3 artists, my most 21 Pilots centric day of the year. A few days after the album came out.
Yeah.
And then the final one, my biggest music listening day was September 28th. Was that is that the same?
That would have been.
I think I was driving home.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, wasn't your phone acting up or something? Like it wasn't connecting, or I don't remember now.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, that was our drive back.
Yes, that was yeah, the biggest day for me. It was the day I turned 139 tracks into a 9-hour relay of indie rap and rock. Apparently, we kicked off with Pluto Projector, and we didn't let up. By sunrise, 21 Pilots, Kendrick Lamar, and Quadeca were already trading places. Yeah, those guys are pretty interchangeable. With with detours through the Beatles, Paramore, and a full sweep of indie hip hop and pop. 548 minutes, 139 tracks, 94 artists, my biggest day of music, a marathon of my annual favorites and new corners alike. And those are the
Beautiful stuff.
AI summations of our biggest days of music. Um, and
Hell yeah.
hell yeah. And then the other thing I was going to say real quick is that a whole bunch of other things we're doing wrapped as well. And I thought this screenshot was really funny. YouTube did a wrapped. They had a music section, and
Uh,
these were my top artists on YouTube. I think it's more accurate to my tastes, really. My top artists were Quadeca, Kendrick Lamar, Pink Panthers, 21 Pilots, and AJR. So um, that's just a nice solid
nice.
list right there.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what I think I listened to the AJR EP like over YouTube videos or something instead of Spotify. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I liked a lot of the raps that came out this year. I think
Yeah.
the Discord one was fun.
The Discord one
I
was fun.
liked, yeah, I liked the I liked the YouTube one. It was just kind of mine didn't have music. It was more gaming because you liked gaming.
Oh, you didn't even have like an artist section or a music section?
No, it was just
Interesting.
instead of music, it was games that I watched
Oh, okay. I
people
see what you're
play.
saying. Yeah.
And then Marvel Rivals did a rewind as well.
Oh,
Uh, and that's my screenshot from that.
wow.
Win rate 54.7, not great, but I surpassed 99.9% of players in that. Total matches just shy of 600, surpassing 22%. Total KO, total kills in that game, I have 6,870, surpassing 3% of players.
Hmm.
I played 81 hours, and I have 2,917 assists. And my favorite character was Invisible Woman, which checks out.
That's Sue Storm, correct?
Sue Storm,
I remember
yes,
I
it
remember
is.
you talking about things about Sue Storm when she was added.
Yeah, she's thick as hell.
Precisely.
But yes, but she is really fun to play. I really like. I really love Rivals, and she's my
Yeah.
favorite in that game. So
Cool.
that was fun to cool, fun
Yeah.
to see. Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I guess do we have anything else to add?
I think we're okay. I think we're
I
okay.
think that's it for me as well. So cool. Well, I guess we can get into song of the week.
Mhm.
And you were up first this week, kind sir. So
All right.
what you feeling?
Well, I did check out that My Morning Jacket record.
Mm,
And there were some pretty good songs on there, but the one of the ones that I liked it's a little longer. It's like 6 minutes, which I hope is okay.
that's fine with me. Yeah.
Um, all right. Well, I'm gonna go with a song called "Lay Low" by My Morning Jacket.
All right.
All right, that was "Lay Low" by My Morning Jacket. What'd you think, Mike?
I thought that was pretty good. Would sound great on vinyl, I bet. It's yeah, no, it was a nice song. It was more like I guess you were kind of describing it already, but it's very much in like that indie rock type of lane.
Mhm.
And it's got some cool rhythms and stuff going on in there, like in the beginning portion. I like the big, like I guess like kind of psychedelic outro with all those guitar lines and like all the I don't know, it feels just kind of like a jam session at the end there, with
Mhm.
just some, you know, just continuing on the stuff that sounds really good, playing off of each other and stuff. And yeah, I thought it was a really fun one. It was definitely a lot of cool stuff going on in that one.
Yeah, that was one that stuck out to me. I was just listening to this record and doing Power Wash Simulator, and I was just, and,
Yeah.
this one, like, half of the song is it has lyrics and everything, but the second half, like Mike said, is just like a big jam session
Mm-hmm.
with some really nice guitar lines and solos with some heavy hitting drums throughout. It's just I don't know. It was just a nice the rest of the album sounds pretty similar to this one, but I don't know. I liked how heavy that jam session went at the end.
Yeah.
Added a lot, so liked it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Uh, what do you got, Mike?
Well, I wasn't sure where I wanted to go this week, but I guess just going off of an album I listened to while redoing all of my not redoing, but like re-listening through all my stuff, solidifying my year-end lists and stuff.
Mhm.
Really enjoyed that Pink Panthers EP
Mm.
mixtape, whatever you want to call it. I think it's labeled as an album on Spotify, but I think it's a mixtape by her. Anyways, revisited that one this week, and I was like, damn, this shit's really fucking good. So I'm gonna go with the other lead single on there, which is "Tonight" by Pink Panthers. All right, that was "Tonight" by Pink Panthers. What'd you think of that, Colin?
Banger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pink Panthers is someone that you've gushed about quite a bit and has made me want to go listen to it, to her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I just haven't made the time to. But she just every song is great by her. She's so like everything is catchy, everything works. Like the production is so just clean and
Mm-hmm.
beautiful throughout. Like it's just so fun. Everything I've heard by her is so fun and good, and I want to listen to more of her stuff. But that one was really fun. You know, I didn't know that just talking to her would get you sex with her, but
Yeah, it's the cheat codes
there
to
you
life,
go.
I guess. You gotta talk to,
Gotta talk to women if you hope to sleep with them,
Yeah,
I suppose,
I guess
or anybody.
I guess that's why it's not happening to me.
That's why I keep sleeping with you because you keep talking to
Yeah, yeah,
me.
I guess so. Start a podcast with them.
Yeah, it was a fun song. I liked it.
Yeah, I think the way you described her, just like she just gives off fun and good vibes. It's just really the
Mhm.
best way to put it. I think like I listened to her project that she released in I want to say 2023, and I enjoyed some stuff on there. It wasn't completely my cup of tea, but like I was like, yeah, this is some pretty good stuff. But really with like this mixtape in particular, I'm just like pretty unabashedly like I think she has a great vibe, and I really really enjoy listening to it. It's just super fun. It's very bubbly in a lot of ways, and the production's really nice. Seeing Brendan Urie and Ryan Ross as songwriters on this is
Yeah.
kind of crazy, just because of the sample. But like, I don't know. There's just it's just so catchy, this one. I really like the bass that comes in during the chorus, through the womp 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 or whatever. Like there's a lot of
Mm.
fun elements to this track that are just really cool. So yeah, I wanted to highlight
Yeah.
another one off of there. So,
I'm
yeah,
glad you did. It's a bang.
yeah, me too. Okay, well, it's been a little bit of a long one. So I think
Yeah.
we're good to do some wrapping up unless you got anything else to add on for us today.
I think I'm all set, brother.
Okay, brother. Well, if you're listening to us on streaming services, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And we love you to death. One could say, and one should say these days. Rest in peace, Ted Nipson. Yeah. You can come on over to YouTube, though, where we are under the same name, BrokeN Boys, capital N BOIS. And you can see our beautiful profile pictures that we still have yet to change, but our borders are different this week. Due to the Discord wrap up. I've got a little ducky
Yes.
on mine, and Colin's got a cassette tape, I believe, on his.
Yeah, look at that guy.
Little
He's
cassette
just
guy.
sitting there.
Yeah, he's just there. But you can also see our beautiful profile pictures too, which have been there for a while. Let me tell you. At least mine has. Yours is, I guess, only like 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Um, But anyways, there's also a whole bunch of other stuff you can find over on the YouTube page, like in the description. We have links to the song of the week playlists, that little segment that we have to spin a wheel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do.
I'm sorry. uh, we, I guess I'll finish that part of it. We have a song of the week playlist. While Colin gets this pulled up, song of the week playlist. I would also request maybe shorter ones this week.
Shorter ones?
Yeah,
Okay.
just because I'm doing year-end list stuff still.
Right.
Um,
Uh,
yeah, we have song of the week playlist where
uh,
you can find both of those songs, Tonight by Pink Panthers as well as Lay Low by My Morning Jacket. Was that it?
yes.
Yes, you can find those in 2 or 3 of those playlists. We got one for me, one for Colin, and one
Yes.
for both of us
Stripes.
combined. I think White Stripes is short. I don't remember. Maybe. Maybe
They
not.
have 6. Okay. All right. uh,
Okay.
let's go for this one.
It's a bit of a smaller wheel this week, but that's okay. We'll have a better wheel for next year. I think we
Yeah.
should invest some
It's the
time
last one
into
of
the
the
wheel.
year,
Last one of the year.
and just gonna do a nice, quick, easy,
Yeah.
3 albumer.
Yep.
Let's go.
Or 4 if it's Black Country Road, but it's okay because we know them all.
Yeah,
And all right,
it's not, but
pretty decidedly, this is
yeah,
Ms. Leve.
leve. Hmm.
Leve. She will be what we listen to this week. So that will be 3 albums, I believe.
Hmm.
And I think that they're all pretty reasonable. I think the first one's oh no, the first one's like 44 minutes. I thought I remember that being a long album for some reason. Yep, all normal length albums, 3 of them. We will talk about them next week and give our in-depth thoughts on them. Love me some
Hmm.
Leve. Let me tell you that.
Oh yeah.
Just to spoil a little bit for next week. But, yes, get excited for that. And for me, I make music under the name of Plaintive. Under the name of Plaintive, you can find some stuff out. Looking hopefully to get some stuff out next year too. I have a few things that I'm pretty excited about. I think I'm getting better musically, not mentally, but it's okay. And, you can check some of that out under the name Plaintive. Cyclicism EP came out this year. Yeah, links to that stuff down there. I also have an Instagram page down there and a album of the year page where I rate and review music, and my YouTube page. That's all I can think of at the moment. And my relation to you, dear viewer. Hmm. It's been really snowy out. Obviously,
Hmm.
wherever you're listening to this, I know there's snow everywhere in the world, no matter when you are listening to this and where you are. So, dear viewer, you are walking down a sidewalk, and I am covered in snow, uh, just laying in like a lawn or something. But there's snow all over me. It's like when people like bury their friends in sand. I've been buried in snow, and I'm waiting to just jump out. That's a little gag, I guess, little fun thing. I'm gonna jump out at you from the snow, um, and I'm wearing a t-shirt. That's it. Not no wait, hold on. That's not
Whoa.
it. That's not it. That's not it. I'm wearing a t-shirt and jeans. We'll do that. I don't know why that's where my mind went, but that's where I am. I'm jumping out at you on the sidewalk, dear viewer, from the snow in t-shirt and jeans. And Colin over here, he runs our socials. He runs our Twitter page where he updates when videos are posted, as well as updates whatever needs to be updated. And he also runs our you are what he runs our Instagram. My brain's short circuiting. I'm sorry. He runs our Instagram page, and our TikTok page where he posts clips of us being silly and funny and shorts and stuff like that. We're not in shorts, but the shorts are short form content. And he also I'm sorry, my brain's losing it right now. He also has personal stuff too. He has an album of the year page where he rates and reviews music, as well as a letterboxd where he rates and reviews movies. And Colin, what's your relation to our dear viewer here?
Well, as I'm walking down the sidewalk on this nice snowy day, trying not to slip,
Mm-hmm.
break my shit. um, which I've done too many times to count.
I have seen it happen
Uh,
once before. Yes.
klutzy guy. What can I
Mm.
say? I'm also just walking in a jeans and a t-shirt because I'm cool and I don't need to stay warm.
Yeah, too cool
Um,
for layers.
our dear viewer walked past Mike, and they have noticed that there's a man sitting in the snow,
Hmm.
uh, and aren't gonna get spooked by it. But me, who's just looking at the ground, trying not to slip and fall, um, uh, hear a big "Oh, booga, booga, booga," and and I go ah, and I slip and I fall,
Oh no.
and and I slip on my big thick ass, and
Uh-huh. Can't confirm.
yes,
Hmm.
and you, and our dear viewer have seen me fallen. Can't help but stifle a giggle as I let out this shrill shriek and
Hmm.
fall on my big thick ass. But you are both nice and come to save me and help me off the ground. Um, and I say thank you, and I look at you and I say fuck you for scaring me.
Hmm.
But it's okay because it was a little funny. Um, and as we're all like laughing and having a good time over this little mishap prank on the wrong person, we're all gonna gather around in this nice snowy day on this sidewalk in the middle of the town, and we're just gonna have a nice little embrace to say our goodbyes after this fun little event.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna hug our dear viewer from in front. Mike is gonna hug them from behind, and the dear viewer is gonna be in the middle. We embrace, and I look over um, our dear viewer's shoulder. Both of us with red rosy cheeks, me and Mike,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna give him a little. I don't know if it's kosher to say Eskimo kiss anymore, but I'm gonna give him a nice little a nose rub on his nose with mine.
Yes.
Uh, Formerly known as Eskimo Kiss. Don't know what they would call it now. Uh,
Maybe just a
and
kiss.
maybe, yeah, maybe just that.
Hmm.
And this embrace is what we'd like to call the love cage. And if you would like your very own love cage, viewer, all you must do is drop your address in the comments below. We will find you. You won't know when, you won't know where. But we will find you and give you your very own love cage. So drop that ad D comment.
Damn. Damn straight.
Damn straight.
Damn straight. Uh, yeah. Burr is all I gotta say to that one, I guess. It's a chilly one. I
Ooh,
don't.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can join us next week, dear viewer, for our Ars Analysis on Leve, and then the weeks coming after that, we got a whole bunch of stuff. We got a Christmas
Oh yeah.
episode, we got our year end list, we got the Brokies, and then
Hmm.
anticipated artists. It's all happening. It's
Yeah.
all coming together. It's that season, that time of year.
It sure is. Yeah.
So
Gotta love it.
hell yeah.
So
Well,
stay tuned.
stay tuned for that, and we will see you next week. Bye
Bye
bye, everyone.
bye.